Go live, do an audio check, do the bracket, do all that shit. Go live, do an audio check, do the... How we doing? How we doing? So we gotta do the shuffle. The old shuffle. Wyatt, Segos, and Lucinia did not check in. I thought I saw Wyatt lurking around, but he might be gone. Rip. So let's process those check-in results. Okay, I know Cool Umbrella needed one of the buy rounds for scheduling reasons. Participants, there we go. So let's just do one shuffle, and then I gotta figure out some stuff, because it's a single faction tournament, so you should try to make sure so the first battle doesn't suck ass. Wood Elves versus Tzeentch? I don't know about that one, Chief. Walk, Pac-Man. I don't know what the fuck that means. Alright. Well, I figured that out. Vampire counts versus dwarves. Ooh, Empire. Okay, this whole thing's got to get broken up. Yeah. Okay, Umbrella needed a buy, so I'll switch with him. Black Knight. What the hell is that? Anti-large stationary shield holders. Oh, High Elves? Okay. That seems fine. High Elves Lizardmen, that's an okay matchup. Dark Elves Skaven, that's fine. It's not great for Skaven, but whatever. Not everything's going to be perfect. So let's do Slaanesh Empire. No. Let's do Slaanesh Empire. And then Counts is fine, because we don't want the dwarves to get completely dicked over. But then dwarves don't want Dark Elves or Skaven, so then Umayyah's round 2 is completely fucked, so let's just get him out of here. Tzeentch Warriors of... Oh, Waka Pac-Man. It's... Okay. Alright, I'm being dumb. Yeah, let's put Umayyah's up here. Because Tzeentch and Warriors of Chaos is more decent at dwarves than Dark Elves or Skaven, because that's just not nice. Alright, dwarves, you get a counter no matter what round 2. So yeah, this is better. And we'll make sure nobody else has any issues. What's turns this thing poking me about? Okay, upturn turns, cool. So it's not this one. I was worried I was getting yelled at for like pinging at places. Okay, we're good to go. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 best of ones should be a pretty short tournament. What's the total? 4, 8, 11. 11 best of ones total? Okay. Tournament opponent. Here we are live. Send me any replays you want cast, and I will cast them. Otherwise, don't wait for stream. Go. So we will cast every game that's sent in tonight, because it's it is definitely 11 best of ones, so it's just 11 games to cast. It's totally fine. So we can blast through that easily. Obviously, you'll see my games live with whoever I fight. All right. I'm going to pop back over and say hi to chat now. Mossy Audible. What up, Mossy? How you doing? How you doing? Congrats on the 6K. Rainy Frog, thanks. And that is High Elves. Black Knight plays a shit ton of High Elves. You're just here to say dwarves are smelly and stupid? Coops, that's your opinion. That's an opinion that's allowed? I don't like it. Can you make the room? And what map will it be? Yes, I can. Map will be Shaggoth Strand. Okay. What is chat voting for? We have 30% for Storm Vermin. All right. That was a very close vote, but we do have Storm Vermin, so my first build of the night, I will attempt to make Storm Vermin work. And when I say work, I don't mean like, oh, there was one Storm Vermin in the build, and then the rest of the build was normal Skaven bullshit. That feels like cheating. I mean, like, Storm Vermin are a key part of the build, and we're gonna fucking do it. So let's go Clan Moors. The Storm Vermin clan versus Dark Elves. Doomwheel, it lost the vote. If you wanted it to win, you gotta win the vote. Okay, actually, Dark Elves, back in Warhammer 2, I used to take a couple Storm Vermin here. No joke. These are real facts. I want to take Queek because I'm feeling silly, but like, I kind of want to take a serious build with the Storm Vermin to show you what I used to run. Queek with 10 Storm Vermin? Nah, dude, nah. We're pulling up an old build. Oh god, a lot of this is very outdated, but it'll be a blast from the past, so I'll still enjoy it. Okay, so we have those. Storm Vermin riding Doomwheels. Oh, that's easy. That's too easy. We don't just take free wins like that. Come on now. That might be too silly. Yeah, okay. We'll cut the Plague Claw Catapult. That's too silly. In case of Fate Abuna, I'm going to need 2 of these. So let's cut one of you and get one of those. 2 of you, and good enough. At least you aren't the crazy person who picked Slaanesh. Coops, we know you love Slaanesh. Dude, I've been playing a decent amount of Demons of Chaos after my break. I took a brief break from the game. So I started playing again a little bit yesterday, a little bit today. Demons of Chaos are fun. I think they're bad, but I think they are fun. I started the tournament, right? Yeah, I did. Nice. 32 model unit called Vermin Knights, Storm Vermin riding Doom Flayers. I actually kind of want that. That sounds sick as fuck. Or honestly, like, there's nowhere in the lore for it, but I mean, if chieftains can ride Bonebreakers, I kind of want Skaven, like, Red Ogre Knights. I think that would be sick. I think that would be sick as hell. Maybe that's the anti-large Radogre variant. Like, it's not necessarily an ROR, it's just like Storm Vermin with halberds riding Radogres, and they have armor-piercing anti-large, but they're pretty squishy. I don't know. I'd be curious to see what they do with it. Alright, so the old build I had a Plague Claw Catapult paired with a Warp Lightning Cannon, but I was honest with myself, and I'm like, well, okay, times have changed. Like, my biggest problem is not Dark Shards and Shades. My biggest problem... Dark Shards and Shades are still a problem. My biggest problem is Hydras and Malekith and Malice. So we got a Hell Pit Abomination. It's pretty decent at fighting a lot of Dark Elf style monsters. If there are Dark Elf style monsters. I needed something to defend the Warp Lightning Cannon. We do have Storm Vermin. I used to like them in this matchup because Dark Elves usually wouldn't bring crazy elite infantry. And without crazy elite infantry, they can't get through Storm Vermin very quickly, or they even lose it. And it's just like the Dark Elves don't like losing the front line, but they didn't plan for it. So we can have Storm Vermin on the flanks, and then the center will be multiple layers of Skaven slaves. That'll take a while to break. And then we can have one Skaven slave here, one Skaven slave here. Do have some Rat Ogres just because they're generally pretty good. 2 dogs to help with Cav and stuff, but the Warp Lightning Cannon, especially our Warp Lightning Cannon, should keep their caster annoyed. Also can't die instantly to Fate of Yuna. Also does okay versus large monsters. I don't know. I'm not super sold on it, but I was feeling nostalgic, so I wanted to take the old Warp Lightning Cannon build. Yeah, so this is basically my build, except I didn't used to have a Hell Pit, because Dark Elf monsters didn't used to be that scary. Instead, I would have another Rat Ogre and 2 more dogs, but we did our best. Also, I don't know if 2 globes is going to be enough with Fate of Yuna in existence, but I guess we'll find out, right? We'll take a Vermin Lord instead. I doubt they'll release a DLC for Skaven that has 1 unit in it, so you'd think that they would have multiples. Alright, I think the worst thing for me is if I hover over up there and it is a very tiny troop count. Nope. This won't be maybe okay. Please let the Lord be the caster. Yes, the Lord is the caster. Okay, you don't have guard mode on, that's perfect. That Warp Lightning Cannon just needs to follow her around the map. There is a Hydra. And some Harpies. And some Witch Elves. And the Raven's Herald. But with the Warp Lightning Cannon, hopefully tracing her through the game, it'll reset her cooldowns, but also just do decent damage and keep her on the back foot, which is all we really need out of her. I'm not super sure what I'm gonna do about the Chill Centaur. Never mind, I am. I have a fucking Hell Pit. I honestly forgot I had a Hell Pit already. Oh, god damn it. Okay, I don't want to extend too far. I want to be near enough by that if my Warp Lightning Cannon needs me, we're here. This dude's just rocking up. We're gonna Lieber that thing. Lieber does pretty good against models with low HP counts, and if he's gonna fly right over my globes, we can punish that quite easily. Alright. Got him. So globes, start doing your nasty work. I wanted to move up a bit so these globes could get in range of the Harpies. Okay. Focus up, focus up. Those Corsairs are going to be a bit of a problem for my Hell Pit, so I'm going to throw a summon out and just walk it over there. Warp Lightning Cannons continuing to punish that lady. Unfortunately, I am going to have to turn and deal with the Raven's Heralds here. And let's drag a Rat Ogre and a dog back. Okay, he has Breath Attack to summon, which is not really my problem. Okay. Here is why we pulled a dog and a Rat Ogre back, is for when the Harpies landed. Hello, Harpies. I'm going to give poison to everybody back here so that they can slow down the Harpies' DPS while we try to bail that out. Nah, I don't need that Rat Ogre. That's overcommitment for sure. Okay, Storm Vermin, walk forward, defend the globes. Globes, walk forward, defend yourselves. Hell Pit Abomination, go pick that fight. And Skroak Daddies walking around. Okay, Warp Lightning Cannons continue to try and keep the Raven's Herald at bay. Rat Ogres will advance and try and stop that mean bad lady. I'm gonna give Storm Vermin a little bit of juice just to help him out. But Skrull's gotta go over and help with this. Okay, did we deal with those harpies? Yeah, we did. Hell yeah, we did, brother. One harpy is shattered. Get the other one. Y'all come with me. Skrulky Wulky throws down Rod of Corruption because it hits flying units too. Because fuck those guys. I just kind of want them dead at this point. You, refocus on this because those guys are toast. Okay, maybe they're not toast. You know what? Fuck you. Lieber One-Shot-A-Kiss, live up to your name. Dodge! Dodge, Storm Vermin! Shit! Fuck! That was a pretty good shot by my opponent. Oh, that bitch. Oh, she's now soul stealering me. That fuck. Oh no, you guys are just gonna get routed off by the Chill of Sontar like immediately. Okay. Here's what we're gonna do. You guys go hunt down the Chill of Sontar. And the dogs will deal with that. Rat Ogres, go get the lady. You guys walk around the lady as Ikit Zap Zap continues to support. I'm gonna poison the lady. And then I'm gonna send the Storm Vermin over here and one Rat Ogre over it. Nah, fuck. Just trying to get away. I don't want to be in Web of Shadows range though. Like I don't want too much stuff in that Web of Shadows. That's my main concern. But it looks like we're just gonna have to deal with that. Alright, now that the Hydra is otherwise disposed, my dogs can go get those Black Corsair Hambos. These Storm Vermin can walk forward. Y'all can walk forward. Skrulk's just staying around, but not too close. Collapse on that. Collapse on that. War Blinding Cannon will take care of her. Honestly, I just need you guys out of the way. You deal with that. The Hellpit's trying. He's trying. Chill of Sontar has 1,000 value. The Hellpit has 1,000 too. I'm glad my dedicated anti-large monster dueling specialist is getting as much value and getting his ass handed to him by a non-anti-large monster. That's pretty cool. Hellpit, still not great. Or Blinding Cannon did well. I did get actually pretty lucky that my opponent's caster was also his lord, because I think Malice Darkblade would be fucking terrible for this build. But the fact that I could punish both his caster and his lord at the same time constantly was nice. Storm Vermin just held. Like, my back line was under absolutely zero threat, which was very nice. So I could take my time dealing with everything one by one by one. Because it wasn't like I'm on the clock before the Bleak Swords or whatever get through my fucking front line, because the Storm Vermin are just going to hold forever. Rat Ogres did fine. Globes did really well with the space that the Storm Vermin built them. So, yeah, this is actually one of the matchups I decently enjoy Storm Vermin. Because, like, they don't get great value, but the main point is that they just stood there, you know. My front line didn't fall the fuck apart. For my opponent, Black Corsair Hambos were mildly annoying. Witch Elves got mostly tanked by Storm Vermin and Globes. Canadian Assassin and Chill Sontar were annoying, but I threw a Hellpit at them and he ate that damage in the face for a million years. You don't have Malice? Dr. Nerdgash! Yeah, I got pretty lucky that you took a Dragon Lord. Not dying immediately versus is big versus a front to back push like that. Yeah. Wait for the Charybdis. Ah! The fuck? I'm sorry that was so loud. Alright, I have to go fight somebody. Phoenix King? Sure. I'll fight Phoenix King. Oh, I'll fight him. I'll kill him. I am receiving some replays from the earlier rounds. I'll cast whatever gets thrown my way, but for now we won't keep Phoenix King waiting. I know it's pretty late at night for him, so we'll go ahead and play our games. Sound of the Police? Yeah. I live downtown-ish, so we get a lot of emergency vehicles. Phoenix King said I have to join him. Human Boy dating stream when? Never. Never. There have been mixed reviews on that one. Alrighty, Skaven versus Wood Elves. Let's see, Skaven versus Wood Elves. Phoenix King's in the chat. I'm not going to let you guys vote. He's going to corrupt it. He's going to corrupt the vote. So everybody just hang on while I figure out what to do. More elves, huh? Hell yeah, dude. It's always elves. Let them vote? No, I already know what I want to do against you, fiend. This is my new favorite thing I've ever done. You're playing in the EU tourney tomorrow? Hell yeah, dude. We're gonna see you there. It's gonna be hype. Alright. Now this is pod racing. Bring a Laura Stealthcaster? I promise you, I have one better. I promise you what I have is better than that. The Wood Elves won't last very long here. That or we won't last very long, but I digress. No caster? Of course I have a caster. I brought Ikit Claw, the best caster.
Well, that doesn't sound very fun at all, Human Boy. You brought stupid old Ikit Claw with stupid old Flensing Ruin.
Did I? Did I bring stupid old Flensing Ruin? Alright, so this build's pretty standard. You've seen it before. 2 globes, 4 rat ogres, 4 dogs, 2 death runners, and you just run at them. You just run at them. Is my PC supposed to be skying? I don't know. Joke's on you, you fucks. We took 12 range units to outshoot the Wood Elves. We have catapults. Everybody loves a good catapult. Then we have 4 Jezzails. And then we have 4 Warp Fire Throwers. Because we need a front line. And that front line is also shooty. There we go. Now we've seen everything in the pool except for the Doom Wheel. Hey! I'm not gonna take Doom Wheel versus Wood Elves. I've actually done that before, and it went extremely poorly. Like, so bad. No globes, interesting. There might be memery afoot. There might be fuckery, chicanery. I can't guarantee you that. I can't promise that this is high-level competitive build gameplay. And then foot Ikit. Yeah. Crimea River? No. Also, I have Crack's Call. Best spell. Love that spell. It's actually a decent spell. The main problem is... The main problem with Crack's Call is globes are better, but since I didn't bring globes, it can do okay. Vanguard shenanigans? If he Vanguards on me behind me, I'm probably doomed. But man, if he's in front of me... if he's in front of me... Oh boy. I don't know. We'll see how it goes. It should be fun. And if we lose, we lose. It's okay. I'm just thoroughly enjoying myself. And this isn't a totally unserious build. Like, there's elements in it that are strong. I actually did like to fight Wood Elves with 4 Warplock Jezzails previously. Okay. So you shoot that. You fire at that. You shoot that as you already are. You also shoot that as you already are. Plague Claw Catapult can also shoot that till they come into range of us. Arrows of Kuranos. What are you, drunk? Alright. So you all move forward. And the catapults will continue to do catapult things. You guys hit him. Orb Fire Throwers also hit him. Okay. Oh wait, yeah, you do need to shoot those cav, because if you don't shoot the cav, we are all mega fucked. Okay, I'm gonna Crack's Call those guys. Alright. Jezzails are doing their best to defend themselves from the evils of Wild Riders. Ikit is also doing his very damnedest. We are, in fact, being flanked, and I don't know how I feel about that. But my Warp Fire Throwers and little friendos have cleared out an awful lot of randoms. That's a Pit of Shade somewhere for some reason. Ikit's still doing his best. You guys are doing your best. And I would prefer if these Jezzails turned and fired at something. Okay, very thankfully for me, those Wild Riders were only on one flank. I was actually super concerned they're on both flanks. If they're on just one flank, I'm chilling. Okay, you guys try and fire at that. Warp Fire Throwers, wander out into the ether and just do what you can. That's a summon, right? Yeah, it's a summon. It'll go away. It'll go away. Summon Dryads aren't real. They can't hurt you. Alrighty. Run, Ikit, run. Jezzails are back. Plague Claw Catapult. Track that guy off the map. You guys both run over there. You guys shoot that guy for a little bit. Two of you guys chasing off into forever, which is fine. Sorry, I'm trying to predict that, and that's actually kind of hard. It looks like they ran through it, so we did okay. Maybe we can rout them before we're completely fucked. Okay. So there are some archers rallying. Please don't rally. Thank you. Okay, these Giselles are back. Start firing at the Firebark Elders. God damn it, you routed for no reason. Okay. Giselles, both defend yourselves from those scary, scary Glade Riders. Warp Fire Throwers, go defend yourselves. Kind of surprised that wounded ass thing even reached the Plague Claw Catapult. TBH. Alright, they shattered. Cool. Warp Fire Throwers, prove your usefulness. Thank you. Ah, boss, the fire infantry killed the tree infantry. No, you don't say. Run, Icket, run! Also, these foolish fucking bitch elves think that they get to use guns. Not guns, but whatever, you get the point. Alright. So we have 2 Giselles back. Giselles are shooting at the Firebark Elders. Oh, I might get to go get back on my catapults. Actually, I can get on these catapults because the other crew ran all the way off the map, which is actually surprising. I'm just gonna throw that out to see what happens. I don't think it'll do that much damage to them. A little bit. Why are you routing? Oh, did you get Melkoths while I wasn't looking? Okay. You might have gotten Melkoths while I wasn't looking. I'll give you that one. Alright, we almost have our catapult back. Another Melkoths. Let's hope the catapult can deal with that Glade Rider, because I actually really don't want to. I don't know what you people are routing from, but okay. If you would stop randomly routing, I would be super appreciative. Flight Clock Catapult, get rid of them. Attacked by artillery, but you didn't hit them because you have that you have contaminated. If you hit them, they will die. Giselles need to get away from here before these routing bitches make you less courageous. Did you hit them? Okay, well, I guess these Warpfire Throwers have to go do something. No. The artillery still has not hit them. God damn it. Hit them catapults, you fucks! Ah, Giselles are back! Alright, GG. Whew! Alright, Icket did okay. Giselles did well. Catapults honestly did fine, they just pressured him. Warpfire Throwers crushed it on the front line. Everything did great. Alright. The Waystalkers had a very tough time doing anything. Drycha was super strong. Firebark Elders were very annoying for me. Cav in general is very annoying for this build because it's not a very wise build. I mean, Forge's Ales I actually do take sometimes into Wood Elves, but if you're looking for something more serious, it's probably like something like that, and then 2 dogs. And then not him, I usually would take a Grayseer on a Bell. With the summons, so Blessed with Filth and Vermintide, keep all of those. No. Get rid of the Warpstone Scroll, get rid of the Potence, yeah. That would be a more standard build. FYI. Okay. I'll catch up a chat in a second. Wild Riders. New to Warhammer 3, what do you hold to make the army go in formation? It feels like Rat Ogres are meh. Okay, Tian answered... Yeah, Tian answered the Rat Ogre question pretty well. So... Hang on. All right. So, get the fuck out of my way, Marcus. So let's say you have these guys in like an X formation, right? You want to move forward. I hold down Alt, and then if I left click and drag, they'll move in formation. So Alt, left click, and drag. And they'll always move in formation. If you right click, they're going to just form a line. Wherever you told them to be, they'll just form a line. Okay. I am waiting on an opponent, so while I wait for that, I am going to cast the replays sent to me. Dun, 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 dun. I would show you the bracket, but that would spoil the replays. They don't move information, will aim to end information? Correct. So we have Empire into Slaanesh. John FB versus Coops. Hey, Strike Game, how you doing? John FB is one of my mods, one of my admins, whatever the fuck you want to call him. He is currently on a bit of a wild trip where he insists on taking fucking Hellblaster volley guns. So since this is going to get wild, we got to cast quickly. We have 1 Steam Tank, 2 Hellblaster volley guns, a bunch of Spearmen, Great Swords, Empire Knights. Looks like triple Empire Knight, double Great Sword, some Spearmen, Karl Franz up in the sky, and a Life Caster with Dweller's Blow and Regrowth. For Coops and Slaanesh, we have some Hellstriders with Hellscourges, 2 Chaos Knights. I thought I saw another one over there. Yes, there it is. Hellstriders, the Bringer's Beguilement, Exalted Demonette, ROR with their Rampage and stuff. And then 5 Chaos Warriors of Slaanesh with Hellscourges and a Herald of Slaanesh with Hysterical Frenzy and Acquiescence. Interesting. Now, Bringers of Beguilement, I really actually enjoy this flank play a lot. It's honestly inspiring because I keep seeing Coops, among other people, bring this fucking unit and do really well into me, and I just don't understand because whenever I bring them, they instantly die. They just instantly die. So I really like this, running them up the side, treating them kind of like a cav piece, because it's just like they won't end up in the crosshairs. So that's smart. I managed to steal that. Chaos Furies were summoned. They immediately go to fight Karl Franz for a bit. I wonder if they should have just gone straight for the Hellblaster volley guns and sacrificed their lives to get him. Oh, they wanted Hysterical Frenzy, so now they have 88 melee attack. And they're trying to hit Franz. And they're somehow not really hitting him that much, and they're going to start Demonic Instability crumbling. Cool, cool. Can't think of a worse matchup for a Steam Tank. John's off his meds. He is a little off his meds. Anyway, the Hysterical Frenzy on these guys is not working out to fight Franz, and Franz even dives onto the Herald of Slaanesh for a brief moment before running away. Hellstriders of Slaanesh plus the Chaos Knights are diving in. They're fighting some Empire Knights, which is not going well for certain aspects of them. The other ones are fighting on top of Spearmen. They're not enjoying that a lot either. Franz dives in on the Hellstriders. Demonic Instability / Unsummoning takes care of those temporary little guys. Dwellers Below is even getting cast on top of the Bringers of Beguilement. We're also getting hit by Chaos Knights, and I assume getting shot by something, though I really haven't seen the Hellblaster volley guns doing too much. Cav are pushing in, but the Empire Knights and their Spearmen comrades are holding back the tides for now, but some Chaos Warriors of Slaanesh are in here, and that means both the Hellblaster volley guns are probably shut down for the course of this game. Though the rest of the game's going fantastically for the Empires. Great Swords are kind of murdering these Chaos Warriors with Hellscourges. I don't know if they've been getting any support of any kind, but they are currently winning that fight. More Chaos Warriors going to push back here. Bringers of Beguilement doing what they do for me every game and fading away. Though I have seen Koops use them to great effect in the past, so I know they're not actually a bad unit. I just struggle with them a lot. Herald of Slaanesh looks like she's in a bit of a pickle. Oh, that is more than a pickle. That is a full-blown cucumber. She is dead as hell. And without her, the Slaanesh leadership will tank. They won't get any more spells. If she does manage to get off her last Fury Summon, I wonder what she does with it. Both Hellblasters are officially offline and routing, and Slaanesh finally got some of the Imperial troops routing, so she, well, I guess Slaanesh is a he, but whatever. Slaanesh can get some army passive from chasing stuff down. The bounce power is looking really bad for Slaanesh, and I would tend to agree the Empire is quite up here, but I will say that Steam Tank with full ammunition is holding a lot of balance of power, and if you just lock that guy in melee combat, he's not going to be nearly as worthwhile as the bounce of power says he is. Though Franz is a bit of a fucking problem, isn't he? Looking around, I don't really see what's going to deal with Franz. Rear charge from the Chaos Knights. Decent damage onto the Great Swords. Better to see Knights actually doing some damage on charges rather than always just sucking. But the Fury Summon fades away, and Franz routes everything else off. I hear Hazel scampering around, so I have to assume Grace is home. Grace is home. Oh, you got her little mushroom. She loves mushrooms. That's good. Yeah. Yeah, I had to check on her twice to make sure she wasn't getting in trouble. No, she's just sitting by the door. This is looking a little doomed. We just have a couple Chaos Warriors with Hellscourges and one healthy Chaos Knight of Slaanesh, but that's really all that's going for Slaanesh right now. And on the other side, you have a full health Franz, a full health Steam Tank, a bunch of Spearmen and stuff, and army losses getting danger close. I think this is GG. There it is. Franz. Goodbye. Also, going back to Rat Ogres, I want a themed army based on Clan Moldor. Can I still get some weapons teams that should carry? Yeah, you should probably have like 2 globes. The main problem with Clan Moldor right now is their single entities aren't doing very good. Mutant Rat Ogres, Brood Horrors, and Helpit Abominations are subpar. Slaanesh needs some help in the next patch. Honestly, I think all demonic units need demonic instability to be less fucking intense. And all of the heralds of blank units all need a pretty significant cost decrease, and then we'll see how demon units are doing. Because, like, the Herald of Slaanesh is a solid unit, but she's like 2,000 some gold, which is insane for her, like, what she actually provides. I think she should be like a 1,600, 1,700 gold thing. Anyway, for John FB, Franz did great. Dwellers Below caster also did well. Steam Tank honestly got 1,200 value, which is not bad. Hellblaster volley guns did fuck all. Great Swords did okay. Empire Knights did pretty well at holding stuff off, but Franz and the Steam Tank apparently carried this one through. For Koops, Harold ran away from Franz most of the game, eventually got hunted down. Chaos Knights of Slaanesh did alright. Hellstriders mostly got murked, and the Chaos Warriors of the Hellscourges did eventually get through the front line, but it took them too long. Bringers of Godman also got murked. GG. Grace locked the cat in the room. I'm coming, bud. I'm coming. Hey. There you go. He hates it when the door gets shut. He feels trapped. Let's check the bracket. Do I have an opponent waiting on me? Nope. Another replay. High Elves versus Lizardmen. Rainy Frog versus Black Knight. Black Knight does love himself some High Elves. Rainy Frog is a newer player. I don't remember if I've caught a game of theirs or not. I've seen them in a couple tournaments, but I don't remember, honestly, if I've cast them. If I did, it was like one time. All right, for the High Elves, we have 4 Illyrian Reaver Archers, triple Spearmen on the front line with a 4th one in the backfield, 2 Archers, 2 Dragon Princes, a Mage of Life with Regrowth and Earthblood, and Imric up on his Dragon. For the Lizardmen, 2 Feral Cold Ones on one flank, 2 Feral Cold Ones on the other. No, that's a Horned one. Okay, so 3 Feral Cold Ones total. A Horned one. An Ancient Salamander, a Bastillon with Revivification Crystal, another Bastillon with Revivification Crystal, a Salon with Life Magic, Temple Guard, Skinks, 2 Skink Skirmishers, and then the cohort of Sotek Red Crested Skinks. ROR, and 1 Chameleon Skink. God damn, Rainy Frog, this is a diverse army. Cool, cool. That is a lot of healing, too. We'll see how it works out for him. That is a lot of healing. 2 Rev Crystals and a Salon of Life. Good lord. I want to see those Horned ones heal capped by the end of this game. Otherwise, I'm calling it a failure. I'm a little worried that there's too much support and not enough oomph. You know? You have like 2 Bastillodons and a Salon of Life, all to heal up, I guess, the Horned ones. The Ancient Salamander does a little bit of damage to infantry. Star Chamber Guardians are okay, but most Halberd infantry right now are kind of meh, since they can't, like, pick their own battles. Uh-oh. Life Salon is getting attacked by Ye Old Imric, who pops his Vuvuzela of Doom, and now all the High Elves are juiced and going in for the kill. Skinks immediately routing off as Dragon Princes opt in to help Imric, while the Ancient Salamander and the Star Chamber Guardians offer moral support, if anything. These Star Chamber Guardians do need to get activated. They need to walk over there and actually start bumping and start grinding. A really nice rear charge from the Horned ones. It looks like they were kind of attacking the Spearmen, kind of the Dragon Princes. It's hard to tell what they had an attack order on because this is just a big old fucking mess. And the Horned one's already taking a lot of damage. They'll need some of that precious, precious healing soon. This is nice. The Lizardmen have forced a lot of the High Elf ranged assets back into a blob, where if the Slon's in range, you can throw a Banishment down right here. Oh, that would be juicy, but I don't think he's in range. Or the Ancient Salamander could shoot here. Anyway, so far this is good play, corralling the High Elves back into a little bit of a ranged depot, so you can have melee fights elsewhere without the range really helping. Imric is currently bodying a Revivification Crystal Salon. A Revivification Crystal Bastillodon. And it gets regrowth to try and save it. Some Horned ones are standing nearby. They do need to dive in onto Imric and provide a little bit more assistance, as the Feral Cold ones in the back line that were doing a lot of disruption are now starting to get routed off, and the High Elf ranged units will come back online soon. Bastillodon and Ancient Salamander taking turns fighting some Spearmen. This Bastillodon, while routing, should definitely come back. Its leadership's chilling. Where is Imric going? Ooh. Star Chamber Guardians are super lined up. I wonder if he's going to come back here for a breath attack, or if he's just going to dive back on the Salon again. Not sure. Do Silverin Guard grind through Saurus? The other way around. I think Silverin Guard beats Saurus without support because of martial prowess, I think. Alright, Imric is back into the fight with the Salon. Skink Skirmishers are going to try and shoot at Imric, but the Salon's got to get out of the way. Other Skink Skirmishers are shooting at, it looks like these Spearmen, and more Chameleon Skinks are on the far side. Balance power is still similar-ish. I think it's slightly in favor of the High Elves. And Feral Coldbloods continue to just annoy the Dragon Princes in the backline. They're not really a huge threat to them, but they are annoying. The Illyrian Reaver archers have come around, and they can now probably get into melee with these Skink Skirmishers and push them off to keep Imrik even safer than he was before. Slann probably needs a little bit of healing soon. Star Chamber Guardians are grinded through Spearmen and Dragon Princes, but they're going to start getting shot by archers in the bum. The Ancient Salamander firing at Imrik is unfortunately not the ideal target. Ancient Salamander does well versus like clumps of weak units, not at sniping out single entities. So, actually he's doing more damage than I would have thought, but Imrik does also have fire and missile resist, so he's taking 50% less damage from that big boy. Slann is about to rout. He terror routed. I don't know if that turns into a real rout or not. Looks like he might rally, because if he actually gets routed, then Imrik could easily just fall him off the map and the shit is doomed. Star Chamber Guardians are wishing they were protecting their Slann right now, but it's too late. Salamander manages to do some friendly fire, barely misses Imrik. Bastillodon with the Rev Crystal is coming back to help out a little bit back here. Slann Mage Priest barely kept alive by Cold-Blooded. How are Dragon Prince friends doing? There's one at decent health. Yeah, another at decent health. Wow. All right, Dragon Prince is quite healthy. High Elf Infantry is looking worse for wear. A lot of their Spearmen are dead or dying. Lizardmen still have some decent chaff left. Star Chamber Guardians are alive, and they do still have 3 healing sources, which means Star Chamber Guardians could get quite a bit of gas. But it is looking pretty good for the High Elves at this point. Big breath attack from Imrik does actually a lot of damage to the Ancient Salamander. A little bit of friendly fire as both of his spearmen are going to rout off from that source of damage. I heard the Revivification Crystal do the whoosh. Where did it whoosh? It whooshed something. I really wish it would whoosh these Star Chamber Guardians, as apparently the Salamander just smokes that Mage of Life. I was super worried about friendly fire, but apparently I don't have to worry about that. Imrik dives down on the Ancient Salamander, gets some damage, and could someone, for the love of God, please heal the Star Chamber Guardians? Please. Please do this. Ooh, that is rough. One of the Revivification Crystals still has 7 out of 7 charges. It hasn't been used yet. There we go. A Regrowth and a Rev Crystal going to be healing the shit out of the Star Chamber Guardians as they beat the crap out of the Mage of Life. Routing her off, meaning Imrik has no more healing support. Can he and 2 Dragon Princes clean this up with some Archer help, or are they going to get ground down? Imrik's down to about half HP as he is fighting these 2 Bastillodons, who do have pretty good armor-piercing values. Lord of Dragons is popped onto 1. Skink Skirmishers are also supporting the fight. Where did those Chameleon Skinks ever end up? Don't know. Hey, the Horned Ones are back. Didn't even notice you guys got routed. Welcome back, friends. Star Chamber Guardians get piled on by even more Dragon Princes. And they might rout, but if they can hold, they should trade rather effectively back into the Dragon Princes. Imrik's still not having a good time. And the Star Chambers do manage to hold on. Good for them. Good for them. There, the Chameleon Skinks, they're back. They're back. Imrik's back up in the sky. Big breath attack onto the Slann from a distance. Does over 1,200 damage. Good God. All right, that was a good breath attack. The Mage of Life has rallied, and with that, that's probably the doom of the Lizardmen. If she can throw more regrowths and healing out onto Imrik and stuff, then this shit is just over. Lizardmen gonna regroup briefly. But I don't know what they can do. Star Chamber Guardians are a little caught out now as Dragon Princes are going to try and ride them down. They will admirably fight to the last man. But it's not enough. It's not enough. Looking around, we just have some Healy dinos, skirmishers that have no ammo left, and other skinks. I think this is over. I will start playing it ×2 unless something absolutely crazy happens. Both Revivification Crystals running around. Did you start using your stuff? We're at 3 uses. This guy's at 6. Imrik solos him out. Somehow he manages to stay in the fight. Star Chamber Guardians are also back. They get a regrowth. Almost heal capping them. As Imrik and his horsemen run down a lot of chaff. Star Chamber Guardians are now looking heal capped. And Imrik land once again on the Slann, who does take big damage. There's no one nearby to help him, and even Dragon Princes join in against him. And the Slann is soloed out, and that'll probably be a GG. It was a close scrap. Imric, 3,800 damage value, 2,600 and 1,200 on the Dragon Princes. Illyrian Reaver Archers got pretty meh value, but I guess they chased some stuff down. Spearmen gave their lives for the Horned Rat, and Archers did well. For Rainy Frog, his Slann Mage Priest, not a lot of value, but he has a healing Slann, so whatever. Horned One struggled. Temple Guard did pretty well. Runification Crystals did well. Red Crested Skinks plus the Ancient Salamander did well. Chameleon Skinks did well. Skink Skirmishers did fantastically. The Skink Cohorts did okay. GG. I have a bunch of messages. Why? All right, we're going to cast the person before my game so that y'all don't get spoiled on who wins the replay by who I end up fighting. So my opponent is ready, but I told them I'm going to cast their replay first. All right, the winner of Black Knight and Cool Umbrella comes to fight me. We have Nurgle versus High Elves. Rainy Toad did better than it looked early on. Yeah, he scrapped back pretty good. I would have liked a little more aggressive healing onto the Horned Ones, and obviously, like, the Star Chamber Guardians defending the Slann a bit better. But it was a bit of a tricky situation, because if you just keep the Star Chamber Guardians back and defend the Slann, then the Archers shoot you for free. So, it's tricky. Alright, Nurgle versus High Elves. For Nurgle, we have some Forsaken, Nurglings, and Marauders mixed throughout the front line. 2 Chaos Knights of Nurgle, the Demon Prince of Nurgle with Fate of Buna, Stream of Corruption, and Fleshy Abundance. And then we have 2 Plague Drones, the melee variant. Cool. For Black Knight's High Elves build, we have 4 Spearmen, 4 Illyrian Reaver Archers, 5 Spearmen now, something changed. 2 Archers, 2 Dragon Princes, a Life Mage, and Imric. This High Elf build looks familiar? Yeah, Black Knight has a very similar build for High Elves all day, every day. High Elf's gonna skirmish a bit, firing up those Plague Drones, though it is a pretty good dodge there on that first volley. Okay, sorry. I was checking to make sure I didn't miss a replay from the other semifinals. Nurgle's just advancing. High Elves are trying to get some shots off before Nurgle fully gets here. Little bronze shields on these Marauders going to help him somewhat, but not a ton. Also, Platty, I scheduled the stream for your tournament on Sunday. So if anything changes by the time, let me know, because I'm going to have to change the stream. Imric dives in for some free value onto the Marauders of Nurgle. It's not like he has Archers or Skirmish Cav to worry about. The entire Nurgle build is melee, so if he sees anything coming, he can just walk away. Buy him some space, so it looks like he's going to just take the fight with the Demon Prince of Nurgle if he wants it. A lot of early damage out. 2 of the Marauders are beneath half HP now. Dragon Princes, after their successful charge, are going to back off. They do have to counter these Chaos Knights of Nurgle who are coming for that back line. This could get tricky. With 4 Cav, quote-unquote, because you have 2 Flying Cav and 2 regular Cav, these Archers might be a bit doomed. Illyrian Reaver Archers are not much for melee Cav. I don't know what Imric's going to do. Do you have any breath attacks, my child? Yeah, he has all 3. You should probably use them on the Chaos Knights if they get engaged. Chaos Knights of Nurgle plowing straight through those Spearmen onto the Archers. They'll get a little bit of damage down, though. Most of Nurgle's units are better at melee defense than melee attack, so we'll see how quickly they can actually get rid of anything. Plague Drones have landed. Plague Drones are getting in there. And that's going to be a really good breath attack angle if Imric picks the right target, but it looks like he kind of picked one of the back-ish Knights. That's a bit rough. Fate of Buna is countered by an Earthblood. It is still going to do a lot of damage to the Dragon Princes running away from the Demon Prince, and Imric even dives in to help out against his Chaos Knights, who are completely surrounded in Illyrian Reaver Archers, which is decidedly meh. But he'll take those. Dragon Prince is getting a follow-up regrowth after the Earthblood, all trying to dissuade that Fate of Buna from actually killing models. You can see they still have 58 out of 60, even at that low of HP. So, they're doing their best. Marauders and Nurglings and Forsaken are slowly getting through the High Elf spear line, but the back line is really where the main fight is at. Chaos Knights of Nurgle taking a ton of damage with that Dragon Horn onto them, it looks like. Yeah, that lowered their melee defense enough that even Illyrian Reavers could get some decent damage down. Where is the second Dragon Prince? There it is. It's fighting Plague Drones and actually doing pretty good work of it. Yeah, they've almost gotten one to start Demonic Instability crumbling. Imric might be in a bit of danger now, though, with the Demon Prince behind him, surrounded by Chaos Knights and Forsaken of Nurgle. Dragon Prince are going to try and bail him out. We'll see if it can work. The last of his Illyrian Reaver support has routed away from him. Balance power is about dead even. First of the Plague Drones officially crumbles away. And a quick little Earthblood from both the Dragon Princes and Imric. Illyrian Reavers caught between a rock and a hard place, the hardest place of all, the edge of the maps. They are for sure going out of this game. I don't know how the fuck they didn't take any damage from that rear charge by the Chaos Knights, but okay, maybe they will live to see another day. Imric continues to do battle, and the High Elves are starting to fall apart a little bit. Their front line has collapsed. Their archers really had a tough time withstanding all of that mobile pressure. And once again, it is Imric and 2 Dragon Princes against the world. Oh yeah, and their healer. Nice Stream of Corruption hits the bunched up archers. Their leadership holds just barely for a second. Now they will rout, but Dragon Princes should be able to finish off that last Plague Drone. Just get them routing. By routing, I mean Demonic Instability crumbling, and then of course they'll be fine. Something's happening over here. It's a regrowth onto Imric as he continues to fight Chaos Knights and the Demon Prince all alone. Illyrian Reaver archers still firing, but it looks like the Chaos Knights of Nurgle have given up that chase. They don't want anything to do with it. The High Elf Spears are still over there. They're just thinking about it. If these Dragon Princes rear charge the Plague Drones, that'll get rid of the Plague Drones, then they can all turn their attentions onto the Forsaken that are harassing their Life Caster. And all of a sudden, the High Elves are creeping ahead on the balance of power. Illyrian Reaver archers continuing to run away from Nurglings and Forsaken and do their good works. Imric is there. He's over there, doing Imric things. We'll check in with him when it matters. A rear charge onto the Marauders might be enough from those Dragon Princes to rout them off. The Lifecaster is having difficulties getting away from the Forsaken. She will take decent damage from them since they're infantry size. They won't just run around and over her like other knights tend to. Fecundity healing up the Chaos Knights of Nurgle as Dragon Princes countercharge it, but with the Lord of Dragons debuff yet again, melee attack of 0, melee defense of 34. Dragon Princes might actually get some work done as Imric joins in the fight as well. Imric, you have 2 more breath attacks, buddy. You got to try to get into the sky and use those because you're going to need them. Bounce power still about even as Nurglings are getting run around by archers and the Illyrian Reavers. High Elf Spears just now starting to finally falter. Chaos Knights of Nurgle, heal cap, insight, a lot of damage onto them. Spearmen also getting pushed back. Imric continues to do battle, but without his breath attacks and without night charges, the Mage of Life is getting sniped out, and she's probably going to die here unless she gets an Earthblood for herself. We'll see if anybody comes to her aid. Nope. She's awful close to the edge of the map, too, so she might not be coming back. Forsaken just pile on her, do a shit ton of damage. Yeah, she's toast. She even shatters. High Elves are without healing, without magic. And that could be tough for them. Dragon Prince has still had a ton of healing left to go. The Demon Prince, I don't know if he's even been attacked by Imric. It's hard to tell if he's been healing this whole time or something, or if Imric's just been largely ignoring him. These Chaos Knights of Nurgle are extremely difficult for the High Elves to take out without true armor-piercing cav. Like, Dragon Princes don't even have anti-large, they don't have armor-piercing, and they're the best you fucking got. At this point, it's looking rough. Nurgle's infantry are slowly beating the High Elf infantry and pushing forward. High Elf archers have all been shut down. Dragon Princes out of healing or running out of gas. Oh, that looks weird. That looked like it was onto the Dragon Princes. I was like, what? But it's actually a Rancid Visitation. Fleshy Abundance onto the Chaos Knights of Nurgle. Demon Prince being full health. Quite brutal. We'll see if Imric can actually get up in the sky and use his 2 breath attacks. Nurglings in the distance are killed by the Dragon Princes. And for the infantry of Nurgle, I guess we still have 2 Forsaken. I was going to say, most of these are Nurglings, which are pretty easy to take out if you really put your mind to it. Bit of Benny Hilling as we fast forward here. Chaos Knights of Nurgle are trying to chase down the Dragon Princes. Dragon Princes won't let them. Imric turns with Lord of Dragons on. He should beat the tar out of that Demon Prince of Nurgle. Starlance also. God damn. Imric's putting the work in. Dragon Prince is trying to rally with those archers back there. Illyrian Reaver's just trying to survive for a moment as Nurgle is also getting his shit together. The Sky Duel is going Imric's way, but it looks like the Demon Prince of Nurgle has more gas in the tank. Like, he can take a bad trade as long as he's trading at all, and then dip out of here, heal up a bunch, and Imric just can't because his life caster's gone. Half health for the Demon Prince. Lane Reaver archers continue to kite around. And Imric's debuffs have worn off, so it's 50-60 versus 75-56. Imric still has slightly better stats, but it's not as one-sided. A little bit more Benny Hilling as the High Elves are trying to regroup / skirmish a bit. Breath attack for Imric. Looks like it got cut short. That definitely wasn't a full duration breath attack. The High Elves have reformed lines. Their one archer is behind their one spearman. Force a habit. Imric decides to land in the Chaos Knights of Nurgle. I think he wanted to allow for the Dragon Princes to get a free charge on them by breaking them up himself, but it still seemed a little risky. And it's getting close. That is a Fleshy Abundance. Oof. That is going to be rough to deal with as the Demon Prince gets healed up. Chaos Knights of Nurgle almost routing, but wow. Lord of Dragons is cast on one of the Chaos Knights, not the Demon Prince that was coming in hot. I guess he just really wants to get rid of the support. But the Nurgle tide is overrunning those meager spearmen rather swiftly, gunning straight for the archers. Quickly, the High Elves will run out of support. Their balance of power has taken a very, very bad hit as some of the Dragon Princes are terror routing, and Imric is really the last main force in this battlefield. He gets Dovan, and he is a very tanky, very strong boy, but he's not that tanky, he's not that strong. He does go down. That was a tough one. Demon Prince 3,800. Chaos Knights of Nurgle did fine. Plague Droids struggled, but they had a place. Forsaken of Nurgle did well. Marauders and Nurglings did not do that great. For Black Knight, 3,100 on Imric. His Dragon Princes overall did fine. Not as well as I would like, but they don't have armor piercing or anything, so what do you want from him? Lyran Reavers just managed to pay for themselves. Spears held forever. Archers got immediately dove and murdered. So GG. Righty. We're casting this one real fast. John FB versus BBB's Lamb Sauce King. This looks like a quickie one way or the other. Also, John, I told you, he's kind of having a thing right now. 2 Hellblaster volley guns, the Templeoff Luminarch, triple Reiksguard, Franz, a healer, Greatswords, Spearman. On the other side for Lamb Sauce King, he's taking Heinrich Himmler, who I just took Heinrich Himmler versus Blood Penguin before this stream. And the Chem Dog was not feeling too good. In fact, he felt like shit. In fact, Vampire Counts felt like shit. I didn't take Vargeist because I was just having some fun with Blood Penguin, but like, man, without Vargeist, that roster feels rough. On one side, on one side we have 2 Direwolves, one of which is the Dire Pack, triple Vargeists, 2 Crypt Horrors, a front line of Skeleton Warriors and Zombies mixed throughout, some Fellbats, Heinrich Himmler, and a Corpse Cart with an Unholy Lodestone. Oh, and we have the Feasters in the Dusk and 2 more Crypt Ghouls in the distance. Why is the Luminarch shooting at Crypt Horrors and not Kemmler or the Corpse Cart? This seems odd. I don't like it. Hellblasters will try to kill these Skeleton Warriors. Try. Pretty keyword. Luminarch does, like, no damage to Crypt Horrors. Please, for the love of God, shoot at a single entity. Hellblasters trying to shoot at skeletons, but the Zintler's Reiksguard actually get in the way a little bit, and I was kind of concerned there would be a friendly fire incident. Templeoff Luminarch's about to net Heinrich Himmler, shoot him in the face, and Franz is going to dive down. I promise you I haven't seen that replay, but it's coming. I don't love this order, because now Franz is in the fucking danger zone. Okay, he's just doing the net, and then he's fucking off. At least you're not going to one-shot Franz, but this still seems a bit risky. Now Franz has to fight Kemmler and Krell all alone. We'll see how that goes. Meanwhile, Direwolf's getting rear charged by the Reiksguard, trying to keep these Hellblasters safe, but now 2 of the Crypt Ghouls are made known. The Reiksguard will have their work cut out for them if they really want to keep these Hellblasters safe, who are still firing into skeletons. Franz did finish sniping out Heinrich Himmler. Similar thing happened to me versus Blood Penguin. His Chaos Dwarf Lord on the Bale Taurus just kind of followed Kemmler around wherever he went and beat the shit out of him. Kemmler has faltered as the Luminarch hits him. I'm not sure if he died before or after the Luminarch shot, but the Crypt Horrors on the back line are meeting the fate of many who face the Reichsguard. But these ones, the Feasters in the Dusk, will actually get onto the Hellblaster Volley Gun and kill it instantly. Franz is currently surrounded in the distance. He will get away, and a big Dwellers Below punishes the blob a bit, but not as much as you would honestly expect. Feasters in the Dusk, one tap, the Hellblaster Volley Gun. It is gone, dead as hell. And the Temple of Luminarch still trying to, he's doing his best. He's doing his best. Franz is also doing his best. And Franz's best was killing Heinrich Kemmler and then immediately going to half HP and running for his life. These Reichsguard, realizing there's nothing to protect in this little pocket, decide to leave, and they will go out into the wilderness instead and charge. Krell is fading away. He is on borrowed time as Zintler's Reichsguard continue to fight with the Crypt Ghouls, trying to get rid of them. Other Reichsguard fighting with the Crypt Horrors right in front of the Hellblaster Volley Gun that is firing at point-blank range into those big boys, trying to defend itself. As the Temple of Luminarch is getting sniped, the balance of power will get better for the Vampire Counts when that big piece is dead. Franz is also surrounded. And I'm kind of surprised this surround isn't going worse for the Empire. Like, they are very surrounded in dangerous things, and they're taking moderate damage. I guess he has stand your ground up, but still, what the fuck? Temple of Luminarch nets one Vargeist as it attempts to run away from Krell, who I think has another tier to his disintegration, I think. Vargeist land onto the Hellblaster Volley Guns. Karl Franz finally gets a regrowth that he so desperately needed, and the Feasters in the Dusk have cleared up the right flank pretty significantly. Krell does have 30 more seconds to live, and Franz is retreating. Now, all three Vargeists are still alive, for now. Temple of Luminarch's trying to fire at them, not really getting a whole lot done. The Reichsguard were busy fighting Crypt Horrors in the distance, who are like full HP, so I haven't really noticed their efforts at all. Reichsguard continue to bump and grind. Franz is back in. Reichland Runefang for Zintler's Reichsguard, who have 67 melee attack now with all of those buffs. And Galmaraz popped on Franz himself. He will help get rid of these Vargeists. Krell finally fades away. With that, things are looking a bit better for the Empire once again. Hellblaster Volley Gun is back online. Where's your crew? I don't know where the crew is. There they are. Gonna get chased by skeleton warriors or whatever shit. Temple of Luminarch trying to buy spaces. Zintler's Reichsguard and Franz beat down the Vargeists. It's getting spoopy if you're a Vampire Counts fan, because Franz is just going to keep getting healing, man. Vargeist chase, it looks like the life caster, they're trying to get rid of him, but he's on foot, which makes him tankier than God. Rainy Frog? Hell yeah, dude. Happy to have you on stream. Hope to catch you again. Nice Temple off Luminarch shot into the back of the Crypt Horrors. And it's looking good. Looking good for the Empire. A lot of their chaff is all dead, but you still have two Reichsguard with healing support. You have Franz with healing support. And you technically have a Temple off Luminarch for all the good that's going to do you, as it continues to try and make Crypt Horrors respect it. They don't. They do not. One of the Reichsguard is routing. Thankfully for the Empire, the Counts have no agency left, so they can't chase down that routing unit even if they wanted to. And Temple of Luminarch continues to punish those poor Crypt Horrors. Good God. Feasters in the Dusk getting charged by Reichsguard, now getting rear charged by Zintler's Reichsguard. Franz is still fighting them, so they will probably start crumbling soon. And the last of the Crypt Horrors, what can they do? Quick net from the Temple of Luminarch should be his last bound one. I wonder what he's shooting at. He should probably shoot that corpse cart right in its big dumb face. Nope, shooting at the Crypt Horrors. It does okay. Not amazing damage. A regrowth onto Franz might just send us into army losses territory, though. Because of the balance of power at that, with such a big, expensive unit. Ooh, and the Hellblaster is back online, trying to turn and fire at the Crypt Horrors. It looks like the Reichsguard are actually just in the way, so I can't see anything. Doesn't seem to matter, though, as now we are going to hit army losses, and the Empire will advance to the semifinals. All right, I do not have another replay, so no more spoilers. 3,000 damage value on Franz, he did great. Hellblaster Volley Gun still did not do very well. Temple of Luminarch did fine, and then the Reichsguard, good, fine, great. Heinrich Kemmler got murdered immediately. Vargeist did well. Crypt Horrors did okay. Crypt Ghouls struggled a bit. Dogs struggled a bit. And Skellies did alright. GG. Okay. That was all the replays I had. So, if you're confused where the fuck we're at, what's going on? We're here. I have to go fight Umbrella, and Umai's on the dwarves did defeat John. So, 2 games left. Nurgle's hot. Yoga Studio. 1, 2, 3. I am in. Nurgle, eh? You need to practice your elves? Yes. Nurgle versus Scavinos. Scavinos. Alright, let's figure this out, huh? Okay. Got that. Got that. All right, we're set. Let's go. Yeah, we're set. We're fine. Let's go. The Luminarch actually being able to use all of its ammo. All right, we got a spicy little build here. Could be good, could be bad, but it'll be fun. And sometimes that's okay. It's okay to have fun. It's not a troll build. It, in theory, should be fine, but maybe not optimal. Sensor bearers! It was a fun experiment with the counts. The counts are interesting, but I miss having any range tools. Yeah. I feel like the counts need better large punishment stuff. Because not having armor piercing on Blood Knights is fucking brutal, in my opinion. They just do so poorly versus any other armored cav or infantry, and it's like, okay, but these are supposed to be vampire knights. They're kind of supposed to be a big deal. For a build, we have a bit of a rush. We have some Plague Monks. We have some Plague Monk Sensor Bearers. We have some Skaven Slaves. You know, the usual. The usual shit. 2 of the armor-piercing / magic damage hounds, because you're going to be fighting demons or armored knights. So, kind of want that. Kind of want that, huh? And then 4 Retogers for Plague Toads, Knights, Varmints. Anything, really. We do have the Brood Brothers. Warlord and a Packmaster on Brood Horrors to give them regeneration so that Nurgle can't just rancid visitations you once or twice and then you fucking die like an idiot. Feels pretty bad. So you need a regenerating Lord, either Throt or one of these 2. Maybe a Gracie or on a Bell, but I generally just prefer to have regen. I don't think they're like, what is it, 25% spell resist? It's going to save them from 2 or 3 rancid visitations overcast. Enemy troop count is 1,000. Honestly, that's fine. That doesn't mean I'll just win, but like, with this build I brought, I would be much more afraid of like almost 2,000 troops if it's just like pure Nurglings and Marauders and other shit than whatever elite thing is coming my way. Alright, so we're rotating. There's 4 Nurglings. There's some Marauders of Nurgle. There's Spawn, Toads, Furies, Warhounds, a Demon Prince of Nurgle. Okay, so that's about it. It's pretty straightforward. So we're just trying to pivot for right now. I'll go take a little charge, just deal some damage. Okay, spawner coming, cool. Dun, 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 dun. Okay. We just gotta go get some stuff engaged over on that other side. Okay. Are you seriously not able to get out of here, like, at all? Okay, we've almost gotten rid of those plague toads. There's more plague toads on the back line we'll have to worry about, but it is what it is. You need to get the fuck out of there. Alright. Rat ogres, dogs, all of you, come with me. Warlock engineer, go fight the plague toads in the backfield because your mortis engine will actually be like super helpful there. Warlord's doing fine. Plague monks are doing okay. I'll give a buff to these rat ogres. Okay. Plague monks, try to get away from that guy. You don't really want anything to do with him. Let's pop a rally over here because a lot of stuff's getting kind of odd on me. Okay. So our plague monks are continuing to fight. These plague monks are continuing to fight. Doing good, doing good. Wolf rats are going to chase off those other dogs. You guys are all returning to the fight, so I'll just chuck you at whoever just to get you back here. And at this point, everybody needs to team up on that guy while I try to get my lord out of here. Okay. Sensor bearers come back. You guys keep fighting. I don't know if you're gonna live to cast an overcast, so I'm just gonna throw this out now. Like, it's better to just get it done than to not be able to cast it all. Alright, dogs, and you guys have all dealt with this. So dogs, stay nearby in case I need you to help deal with those furies again. Rat ogres and the warlock engineer will help deal with this. You guys are all running in there. And the dogs are needed for the furies, so I will run over there and help out. Packmaster, are you in range to help with that? Maybe, because I would like that extra melee attack onto him. Come on. Yeah, extra melee attack and leadership. Nice. They should be able to actually take out those furies now. Shit. Okay. So my warlock engineer is currently getting hunted like the dog he is. Where are these? Okay, both these rat ogres can come over here and help deal with this. Wherever you are, give yourself a buff and come over here and help with this mess. We have dealt with the furies. So now I just need these slingers to get in range and start helping with the chaos spawn once again. The brood buddies can both kill this bitch. And we're doing really good. We're doing really good. Okay, I still need to fucking slinger these goddamn chaos spawn. Because they're kind of on my ass. Alright, warlock engineer is struggling. I almost have a rally for him, but not quite. Alright, Warlock Engineer is dead as hell. Oh, okay, I thought that guy was diving him. Never mind. He might be fine. So what's going on with this Chaos Spawn? It's just one guy. Okay, so just one guy is out there. Plaguemon Sensor Bearers fighting that stuff. I apparently have a sleepy dog. Hello, sleepy dog. Y'all are back in. I'll throw this out to try and make sure the Warlock Engineer doesn't shatter, but he shattered. Rip. Okay. So, Slingers need to shoot at Chaos Spawn. We can beat up that big boy. Whew! My nearly unbreakable Sensor Bearers are carrying a lot of weight. And we have almost finished off the Chaos Spawn. He's just in a pile of Rat Ogres right now. But they're all regenerating. Why I piled them up like that is they're regenerating as long as they're fighting in melee next to my Packmaster. So I was like, well, bottoms up, lads. Dogs can continue to run off any Marauders. Slingers can continue shooting at Chaos Spawn. And blob at him. Just blob at him. Just get in there. Just blob at him. All right, GG. Queek getting overshadowed by Generic Warlord. Generic Warlord has healing. Queek would get one shot by Rancid Visitations. Sensor Bearers did well. Basic Plague Monks did well. Dogs did well. Slingers did great. And then the Brood Buddies also did decently. I mean, the Packmaster didn't get a lot of value, but he just cast buffs on my other stuff. And Warlock Engineer did good. For Nurgle, the Chaos Spawn were very annoying to deal with. The Frogs were kind of annoying. We mostly dealt with it. Furies felt pretty decently easy to deal with. Marauders did well-ish. Nurglings got murked. The Demon Prince, he just struggled to find a place. Struggled to find a home. GG. He said he shouldn't have cut Kugath. Uh-oh. If he had Kugath, that would have been trouble. All right, we're going to finals against Umais. Let's go. Let's fucking go. This is the last game of the night. It is Dwarves versus Skaven, the cursed matchup. And the map is currently obscured by the thing. Troll Run. Okay. Troll Run. All right, there it is. The run with the trolls. Regardless of how this ends, we've had a pretty good stream, pretty fun run. A lot of good, fun games for everybody. Nice and casual. Hope you were enjoying it too. If not, okay. Dick. Still cursed for dwarves? If you super try hard, yeah. If you super try hard, it can be quite cursed for the dwarves. Yes, sir. Yes, sirree, Bob. That's what you get for cutting Big Kugath? Yeah. One always gets punished for cutting big Cougs. How many of you do I need? Oh, some. You wanted to bring the RR Nurglings? What do the RR Nurglings even do? Like, I honestly don't even. I don't even know. I don't know what they do. I just work here. What do I do in case of gyrocopters? Okay. We got a little bit of spice in here. We got a little bit of fun. Just a little bit of fun for you all. Not everything has to be super sweaty and super depressing. It's got some flavor. Oh, they do the damage reflection? Wow. Damage reflection actually was pretty solid versus my build then. What up, Mr. BD? I hope McRightface is still here. Deathrunner build? Maybe. Please, sir. I want some more. Maybe. What do you think has more leadership, Eternal Guard or Dwarf Warriors? I would hope Dwarf Warriors. I would hope. Run over those stupid stunties? No. No! Dwarf Warriors is 70 versus 80. That's honestly kind of dumb. They should be equal, or Dwarves should be better. I could see equal. I can't see elves being, like, braver than dwarves. Like, that's, like, dwarves' whole thing, is that they're stubborn in the face of, like, stupid odds. Like, 300 dwarves would face 10,000 greenskins or Skaven or anything, and they'd be like, we can take them! And then, like, when, 280 die, maybe the last 20 dwarves go, okay, this was a bad idea, and run away. All right, let's go. We got a Doom Wheel. We got one Doom Wheel for McRightface. I was worried you already went to bed. This, like most of my builds for the night, is a bit of fun. It's not a troll build. Like, it can work. Everything I brought with me technically has a purpose in this matchup, but it's not optimal. Like, I wouldn't take this in grand finals of, like, a $7 million tournament, but it's a little bit of fun. Do have 2 Giselles in case of gyro spam. I was trying to figure out how to deal with it without bringing Giselles, because Giselles are, like, super good in this matchup, but I couldn't figure out what to do besides just bring some Giselles in case of gyros. Do have a Warlock Engineer with Warp Lightning and Howling Warp Gale. Howling Warp Gale in case of gyros, Warp Lightning in case of any heavily armored dwarven blobs that form on the front line. Then he has some armor, Warpstone armor, to do damage in the late game and stuff. We do have Queek Headtaker. He's here. This is one of the few matchups we can do okay because his armor-piercing anti-infantry is good versus dwarves. We have 2 Deathglobe Bombardiers. This isn't entirely troll. I do just enjoy them, but they have better missile strength than the green variant, and it is still armor-piercing, so globes are just generally good versus dwarves. Again, for a bit of fun, I wanted to take the purple ones. The purple ones just do more shock damage than the green ones do, so it takes them less volleys to get stuff done, which honestly could be seen as a benefit, but yeah. 2 Plague Monks. Plague Monks in general are quite good these days, but even in Warhammer 2, I used to take a couple Plague Monks because of Slayers. Slayers are a bit of a pain in the craw for people like me. Okay. And then Death Runners are fantastic if you can avoid getting the miners with blasting charged. We are going to send in Skaven slaves first to hopefully eat the blasting charges or just get into melee with the blasting charge guys, and then they won't throw at our clan rats and Plague Monks and Death Runners. Sound good? Sounds good. Where's that tournament? You know what? McRayface, do you want fun builds or not? Because if you want me to super sweat tryhard, I will super sweat tryhard. But it was a single faction tournament. So I just kind of wanted to take some fun stuff. And we got Skaven versus Dwarves in the finals, so just, it's called showmanship. No mortars? I just didn't want the finals to be stupid. And like, I don't know, maybe Mize has something like up his sleeve to deal with Skaven and stuff, but in the history of Total War, this matchup has been brutal for the Dwarves, so when it got to be our finals, I just didn't want to be a dick about it. Alright, he does have some gyros, so I am glad I ended up taking Gazelles. You shoot at Dwarf Warriors for a bit. You guys come with me. Dragonback Slayers are fine. What are those? Normal Slayers? Okay. That's like super cool and stuff. Doomwheel! Warlock Engineer, Queek, go hunting. Ah, fuck. Okay. So Doomwheel's riding around. We're gonna need some help on this flank. And the purple globes will start doing their magic. Queek's continuing to look for booty. Purple globes are still doing their glorious, glorious mission. Giselles honestly aren't in a great spot to deal with those gyros. Okay. So Queek is out there. He is doing battle for the sake of the Horned Rat. Doomwheel needs to come bail me out a little bit. Giselles can shoot at those gyros for a hot second, while the other gyros continue to shoot at Queek and my Death Runners. But we are in the trees, so we're doing largely okay. Giselles are going to crossfire these guys. Doomwheel continues to peel off dwarves from my Death Globes. And whatever these are did end up getting blasting charged by some weird-ass remnants of miners. Which is fine. Is Queek doing good? Kinda. Alright, you guys kill the Dragonback Slayers. One of the Jezzail teams go deal with that other gyro. Then one of the Jezzail teams will continue to try and deal with the first gyro. Though, now we are under duress. Aha, we're back! Oh, fuck those Slayers. Okay, go, quick, go. How's this going? Good, I hope. Quick, kick his ass! Get him, quick! Get him! Queek is kicking ass. Giving lots of sass. Queek is the best! Queek is the best! Umayyad has always been a Belgar fan. How dare you? Alright. Not Thork. Both sides must have shook to avoid the dumbest part of their rosters. Yeah, I try not to spam green globes. The Doom Wheel was nice for distraction. Queek did fine. Purple globes did well. Plague Monks and Death Runners that did their jobs. Clan Rats also did quite well. Doom Wheel carried. It was a good disruption piece. It really annoyed those Slayers in the backfield. Fucking Slayers. But yeah, this is a super tough matchup for the Dwarves. Super tough. GG's, man. GG's. Umayyad says, yeah, you memed pretty hard, but I memed harder with his Rune Lord. Yeah. All right, so that was the single faction tournament. Check out the bracket. We didn't get to see Umayyad fight the Gentle Rat or John FB, but he did beat them. Slapped them. The Skaven proved they were the best in the West-West. Beating Dark Elves, Wood Elves, Nurgle, and Dwarves. And that is it. This is better than winning the faction war, honestly. This is a better test of which faction is the best. So I guess Skaven and Dwarves are both S tier. GG. That is all I have for you tonight. It's a nice quick stream. Hour and 45 minutes. I think that's all I have. Tomorrow, there are more tournaments going on. If you are interested, over on Total Tavern, Umayyad, who you just saw, is hosting one of his glorious cap point mods at this time of day. So if you are an NA or a Night Folk like myself and you feel like playing in that, you can go ahead and do so. Or if you are in the EU or just around at that time of day, 12:30 p.m. my time. So right now it's 9 p.m. So 8 hours ago, but tomorrow we have a new player land battles. So we'll be streaming that. And then we also have Platypus's RTK tournament Sunday. We have Handden's ODM tournament Saturday. So a lot of streams, you guys. We're going to be doing it. My hiatus from playing Warhammer is over. Took some time, cleared my head. So hopefully we start playing good. There can only be one Lord of Eight Peaks. It's so true, dude. You're going to do Friday Night Fights as well? Umbrella's going to do Friday Night Fights as well. I might cast that. Lich might cast that. But there are plenty of tournaments in the next couple days here. So if you're on a part of the Discord already, join the Discord. We do keep updating you all of what's happening over there. All right. Goodbye, everybody.